everybody, welcome back. David Eon here in the Open by Chance Lounge, reaching out to you today to have a little bit of a discussion about Facebook Marketplace. I don't screw around on Facebook Marketplace too much, but I have sold several things on Facebook Marketplace, and there's a few things that stand out for me that I want to share with you here today to help to keep you from running into trouble if you are going to sell on Facebook Marketplace. A few tips to help to keep you from getting scammed or screwed over or having someone waste your time. There's a lot of that on Facebook Marketplace, actually, people that want to waste your time. They think it's funny, I guess. But running down a list, top 10 things that I've come across that I just want to share with you. And of course, you might know some more, and you can feel free to post them in the comments section down below. Maybe it'll help somebody out. But we'll go ahead and we'll just start rattling things off here. First of all, no apps. Don't take apps from anyone, okay? Or if you are going to do it, you must do it in person. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, I'm going to pay you with Zelle, I'm going to pay you with Cash App, I'm going to pay you with Venmo, and I'll just transmit it to you and I'll meet you up later or something like that. Don't do any of that. If you're going to take anything from any of those apps, you better do it in person. So when you meet them, that's when you do it. There's a lot of scams associated with apps. Even Facebook Marketplace tells you not to take apps, okay? Even PayPal, you've got to be careful when you're dealing with somebody for the first time. If you know them, it's different, obviously. At least meet up with someone to do an electronic transfer if you're going to do it that way. Again, there's a lot of without getting into all of it, there's a lot of scams associated with apps, many of which even involve they'll get the item and then cancel your payment and you're screwed, okay? I don't like messing with apps, and you'd be surprised how quickly people fade away when you're like, tell them, hey, this is a cash-only transaction, and then they just ghost you. They just ghost you. Secondly, I've noticed this one a lot, is immediate responses. I know some people hang on social media all the time, but anytime you respond back to a message, any time of day or night, and they instantly answer you, like 5 seconds later you've got a response, you're probably dealing with a bot. All right? Even the most savvy social influencer who's on Facebook all day long, not likely to respond that quickly. And again, when you challenge them, they'll fade away on you. So watch out for immediate, like split-second responses from people. Just be leery. Number 3, a very old or a very new profile. And when I say an old profile, because you should always check the profile of the person you're dealing with, and you see that, oh, well, they haven't posted anything on their Facebook for 4 or 5 years, that's a little suspicious. That's a little suspicious. You think somebody would have put a post or a photo up in all that time. They've got 13 friends and they haven't made a post in 8 years. It might be a red flag. Or their profile is like 3 days old. I would be nervous about that. I would think twice with a really old or old unused profile or a really new one. Number 4, cancellations. Now, what I mean by that is they arrange to meet with you and then change their mind. Oh, something came up. I'm going to have to reschedule. Things do happen, but in my experience, more often than not, someone cancels and reschedules and then tries to cancel, especially if they try to cancel again, they're just jerking you around. There are people that are in these systems, they just want to mess with people. They think it's funny. Facebook Marketplace also gets trolled. Someone wants to keep canceling on you, don't waste your time with them. Really don't. Number 5, meeting at your home. I would rather drive out and meet someone than bring them to my house. You've got to be very careful. You don't know these people, okay? There's a rare occurrence where I would be like, you have to pick it up. For example, not too long ago, I sold a pool table. It was a vintage regulation pool table. The damn thing weighed 700 pounds. I kid you not. I think the ship weight on it was 698. Okay? Because it was left in the house. This is a new house. It was left here by the previous owner. I had some information on it. I'm like, 698 pounds? Yeah, I'm not throwing this in the truck and just meeting somebody at the Walmart parking lot. They're going to have to come. Otherwise, I would always meet somewhere away from your home and in a place that's not too seedy. Okay? Like I said, Walmart parking lot, a gas station, in front of a restaurant, somewhere where there might be a camera on you or people might be around, because there's a lot of rip-offs that go on this way. For example, some time ago, it was actually more than a year ago, my wife and I were buying a comic book collection from someone, and we drove out and they wanted us to come to their address to pick up, which is not necessarily unusual. It was long boxes of comics we were supposed to be getting, and the place didn't feel right to me. It didn't look right. And I said, you know what? Drive around the block and we'll park up the street and just watch the house for a minute. And we sent the message, yeah, we're here. And then a car and a couple of mopeds pulled up on that house, and they got out and they walked around and they looked in the cars or whatever, got back on the vehicles and took off. And then when we checked on the Facebook Marketplace, the ad was gone and the thread had been erased. And it's like, yeah, it looks to me like someone was trying to set us up. It didn't feel right to me. So meet someplace public. Number 6, consider your actual earning potential. You're going to go out to meet somebody. How far are you going to go? How long is it going to take you to get there? How much fuel are you consuming? I like to think about all of these things. Your time is valuable. Your resources are valuable. If you're selling something for $60 and you're going to have to do a 2-hour round trip to meet them, are you really earning $60, or are you wasting $60 worth of fuel? You see what I'm saying? There's a limit to how far you should be going, and then you're just wasting your time. Okay? Always consider how much time is being expended, how much fuel, any other things that you have to deal with. It should all come together, and then that's your true value. Number 7, make sure someone knows where you're going. For the same reason as I just explained with when my wife and I were going to pick up comics, try not to be by yourself, and make sure somebody knows where you're going. Make sure somebody knows where you're going, so that if anything does happen, a timeline can be created for your own safety. Number 8, when they ask for too much information, right away they want your email. Right away they want your phone number. They didn't give you anything. You don't need to give them anything. Don't trust that. There's a lot of scams associated with that involve gift cards and overpayments, and the phone call is actually coming from Ethiopia or something. There's a lot of that goes on. So if they want too much information, especially right away, there's no reason you should be giving them your email at all. Okay? There's no reason you should be giving them your home address. Even if it is for pickup, you could give them something, an idea of locally where you are without giving your specific address right off. There's no reason they should be asking for your phone number. If they are going to want to communicate with you on the phone, and I've had this happen, usually they'll reach out to you first. Hey, here's my number. Can you call me? And do check that area code. Number 9. Someone else is picking it up. Your uncle's, cousin's, brother's, nephew's, roommate's, sister-in-law is the one that's going to come and pick it up. This is often tied in with wanting to pay with apps. But watch out for someone who wants someone else. Someone else will be coming to meet you. Someone else will be doing this and that. It feels fishy. Be careful with that. I mean, sometimes that makes sense if you got a heavy item. Like I said, I sold that pool table. Dude obviously couldn't move it himself. He brought help. They couldn't do it. I had to help move the pool table with them to get it out of the house and into their flatbed. They had to take the whole thing apart and carry it out in pieces. The people he brought wasn't enough, but he was still there. He was still there, but be careful about when they say, oh, well, someone else is going to meet you and pick up this and that. And number 10, and this really embraces the whole concept here, if it doesn't feel right, you don't really need to make the sale that desperately, okay? If something feels wrong, that could be just your natural instinct. It's okay to just cut that off. Hey, you know what? This doesn't feel right to me. I don't want to sell it to this person. And just cut it off. Hell, even block them if you have to, if it gets weird. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't do it. Sometimes your first instinct is the right one. But there you go. There's 10 real quick. Something to think about. Selling on Facebook Marketplace just to be safe, because it's like a hair away from ending up like Craigslist. It feels like that sometimes. And you know where Craigslist has ended up. It's a mess down there now. If you have any more that you wanted to add, go ahead and put them in the comments section down below. Please do. Hey, give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. I sure hope that you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of our other content. We got a lot going on here. Yeah, maybe you'll even find out if you're new why the hell I have this on. Why am I wearing the crown? I don't know. You tell me. So, hey, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it. And if that's it, then what more can I say? But thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.